Hello, everyone, and welcome to another relaxing, mindful, and calming paint calm session, our regular session on Friday. And today I have got out ready. This is a piece of rough watercolour paper from the Hana Mule selection, and it is Britannia 300 GSM. For those of you that want to know, that's the one that I'm trying out today. I've got my core paints here for a change, and because we're going to be doing something that's fairly pattern-like and abstract, I've pulled out some cheerful bright colours today. I've actually got the sun shining on me while I'm videoing this. I'm videoing it in advance, but I have pulled out transparent orange, cobalt teal, and quinacridone magenta. So those are the colours that I have pulled out. And then I've also pulled out some coloured pencils. So I've pulled out lichen green, which is a Derwent Lightfast, because it's similar to this colour that mixes when we put the transparent orange and cobalt teal together. I've pulled out the cornelian, which is a luminance, to go with our transparent orange. I've pulled out magenta, which is a Derwent Lightfast, which goes quite nicely with our quinacridone magenta. What else have I pulled out? This is Chrysocolla blue. It's a luminance. It goes quite nicely with our cobalt teal. And then for these two mixed colours, I've pulled out quinacridone purple, which is a luminance. And then I've pulled out pale geranium lake, which is a polychromos. The only other things I have at the side in case I want to use them, I've got a jelly roll, which is a size 10 in white. I've got a Uniball Signo black pen. Let's see if this, 0.7, there we go. And then I've got one of these Kuretake Zig Clean Color Dot metallic pencil pens, and it's got the dot on one side, and then on the other it's a 1mm on the other. So those are what I've pulled out ready to use. I've got my water off to the side here. I just need to find a couple of brushes. So I think to do my circles, I will have my size 12 Escoda, and then for doing some smaller details, possibly a size 8. So those are my brushes. And today we're going to be doing something that is, well, if you can paint a circle and paint a few leaves, you'll be fine. So I'm going to start off by using, what colour shall I use? Should we start off with magenta? Let's start with magenta. And we're just going to do a circle. So we're just going to get a nice circle in here. And I'm going to be adding water because I want it to kind of do its thing quite nicely. And I'm going to do a lighter one. Whoa, in the same colour. Actually, maybe we'll do that. We'll do that going off the page here, as I've splatted there. So there we go. We have got our, doing a lot of splatting. I might need to move where my water is. And then I'm going to do the same with my transparent orange. So I'm going to do one that is quite large. Where should we put you? Here. And then I want one that's a lot more watered down. So we'll put you there. And don't worry too much about getting perfect circles. Let's move on to our cobalt teal. So we'll have one large circle. At full strength. And then we'll just water that down, and we'll have one that is a lot paler, like so. And then I think I'm going to mix. I'm going to mix my magenta with my cobalt teal to get a nice purple. And what should we do here? We'll have, perhaps we'll have a smaller one here. Try and get my circle at the angle that I'm sat at, but there we go. And then a lighter one. So we'll pop the lighter one here. Like so. And then I'm going to mix the transparent orange with the magenta. And that will give us more of a red colour. So let's have a big red one coming off the page there. And then we need one a bit more watered down. Okay, so in between we're going to be putting leaves. So let's just allow that to dry. I'll be back in a tick. Okay, so if I bring this up closer, you can see that this paper has got quite a kind of a pattern to it anyway. And then where we've used the colours quite pigmented, then you can see that we've got some other nice, this gives us like a little flower anyway. So we've got some nice things going on in this one. I'm not sure if you can see, but we've got darker patches and lighter patches. So that's all looking quite good fun. And I think that next I'm going to do the leaves. And then once we've done the leaves, we're going to decorate our circles. For the leaves, I'm going to use my size 8. And I'm going to mix the transparent orange with the cobalt teal. Yes, that's right. And, you know, that should give me this kind of greeny colour. I'm not sure that you can see that, but there you go. So with that greeny colour, I'm going to start getting some leaves, and I kind of want the leaves to come out and around my circles. So we're going to be doing them like this, so that they make a really nice kind of pattern, and some of them can be going off the page a little bit, and then some of them can trail around. Where's my green gone? There you are. And then we can maybe have, let's have one going, how should we have this one going? Up and around. And we can, of course, be adding to these a bit later on. With our coloured pencils and things. So we're just kind of pulling these down and around. One can go off and allow some to just go off the page, basically. So we can have one that goes right across there, look. It's just so that there's some, there we go. I hope you can kind of see what I'm doing there. And we can have one coming up around here. Grab a bit more paint. So we're getting this, building up this design, which is going around things. So you want them to be kind of curvy shapes on the stems to match the curves of the circles. Another one going slightly off the page. Like so. There. So now we have some circles. I'm just going to mix. I just need to mix a little bit more of this up. So let's do our cobalt teal with our orange. And then in some places, and that's turned out to be a slightly different green, which is good. I obviously had a slightly different mixture there. If you can see that you've got some gaps, then you can just literally just put a leaf in there. It doesn't matter that it's not just going to go over that one a bit because I've got this different green. I'm just going to go over a few. There. So I think I have enough leaves in there. Our next plan is to decorate these, and we're going to do all of that with our pens and pencils. So I'm just going to pop my brushes and my paints to one side for a moment. I'm going to dry this off, and I'm going to start using these. Back in a tick. So far, I think that's hopefully been fairly easy and relaxing and nothing to get stressed about on our Paint Calm Friday. I think this bit is probably the fun bit, where, I mean, you can do whatever patterns you want on any of yours. I think I'm going to start off using my white gel pen, and I think we'll start up the top here, and I'm just going to do lots of kind of circles, some bobbles if you like, in the middle, like so. And then I'm going to make some kind of, okay, petal shapes, and I'm just going to keep going with that all the way around. There we have one of the flowers. Shall I do an extra one? Let's do one more row. Yeah, I think that's better. Added one extra row. Okay, whilst we've got the white in our hand, I think maybe we can go onto the transparent orange and just do another, we're just, you know, flower type shapes basically. Like that. And then I think we'll swap. Let's start swapping over. And let's do tone on tone for this one. Or, no, maybe not. Shall we use the pale geranium? Let's use the pale geranium, and let's maybe do something like that in the middle, and then we'll just do like sun rays coming out. I mean, you can come up with your own patterns. You don't have to be copying me. Basically, we're just doing some patterns inside our lovely circles that we made. Let's go with the Chrysocolla blue in this pale one, and you know, maybe I use those 3 patterns and keep repeating. So maybe I do the same as I did on that one, and we go like so. Because then we've got the idea of a pattern. There. And then where is our pale? There's our pale magenta. So in our pale magenta we can have our circles in the middle going off to the side. So our pale one, that is quite pale on the screen, isn't it? There we go. Our pale one kind of matches our darker one. And let's do the same for pale cobalt turquoise. And have the same kind of pattern going on. What fun. Just playing with our pencils and pens. And okay, so we've got the darker red and the lighter red. Perhaps we'll put the purple inside of those. Yeah, let's go with that. And we're going to need some kind of different pattern. So let's start with a dot, and maybe we'll just keep building up those dots, and then we'll maybe have some of these kind of oval shapes, or petal shapes if you like. So it's kind of got those dots in there, and then we need to do the same on this one. Maybe not, because it's smaller. We need them a bit closer together. There we go. There. So now we've done those, and then this was our mixture. So now let's go with our Chrysocolla blue. And what should we do on this one? Maybe we will well, let's start with a big dot, and that's going to go in that one as well. And then maybe we'll have something similar to this, but a bit bigger, or similar. like that. And then let's do the same on this one. Like so. There we go. So we've got a few different patterns going on there, and yeah, it's looking very botanically floral. Okay, let's have a go with doing something with some of our leaves. So let's add a line on some of them with our, what am I using, lichen green. We'll just put a line on some of these, and then for some of them I think I'm going to use the black to ring the changes a little bit. So yeah, some of them have got the green, some of them have got this black. There we go. Oh, missed one there and there. So that's just adding to it. And then I think I'm going to play with this Zig Clean Colour Dot. This is the metallic, oh, it's metallic blue. It just says metallic blue. There we go. So I'm just going to add some little dots around my stems, just to give something else to my picture. Like so. Do we need any more? We don't want to go berserk, do we? But I think that kind of finishes it off quite nicely. So you can see we've got quite a lot going on. I mean, you could keep going with this. You could add some gold. You could, you know, do some splats if you want. But I quite like this as it is. So I'm going to peel off my masking tape. There we go. And I think that that's quite summery. It's quite fun. It's not very complicated, but in actual fact it's very effective. I mean, that could be a print for a mug or a tea towel or a scarf, if you've got the correct software to you know, get that pattern to keep repeating. But yeah, I'm loving that. I'm loving what some of these, the cobalt teal on this rough paper has come up with, some nice texture. There's some nice texture going on between light and dark on some of these mixes. And yeah, because we've got the paler ones, it's not all kind of in your face, but it's still very cheerful and vibrant. So there you have it. That is our Paint Calm on a Friday for you, and I hope that you have a lovely weekend. So as usual, stay safe, stay healthy, stay calm until I see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.